Hello, this is Fame Harper. My friends at allfreecrochet.com asked me to show you how to make a Halloween necklace. For this project you'll need some worsted weight yarn. I chose orange or acid green, or you can use black or purple. You'll also need a size G crochet hook, a yarn needle, and it really helps to have a piece of wire like this to thread the beads onto the yarn. And you'll need, of course, some beads to match with your bracelet and some little Halloween rings. To put your beads onto the yarn, you take a piece of scrap wire and fold it in half. Then you put your wire through your bead, and in that big loop you see, you put your yarn. And then pull it through, and you can put as many beads on there as you need. Here I have 20 beads, and now I'm going to put 20 rings. So take your ring and just put it through, and then add 20. And there's the 20 rings. And make sure your beads are smaller than your rings, otherwise they're not going to slide through each other like this. I'm going to have to take that one off. If they are too big to go through, you can always alternate them when you pre-thread them. Bead, ring, bead, ring. First I need to make a collar to go around my neck. To do that, I'm going to put a slip knot onto my size G hook, and I'm going to chain stitch. Here I've chained 50, and that is going to be for the choker that goes around my neck. Now I'm going to start sliding the beads up. So I'm going to chain one turn and work back the way I came, make a single crochet in the second chain from the hook, and then make another one. We're going to single crochet all the way to the end of the row. When you get towards the end of that first row, you're going to want to make a loop for the buttonhole. You're going to have to keep sliding your beads down to get them out of your way until you get to that part of the project. Careful with the spider legs, they like to get tangled. Alright, now I'm at the end of the first row, so I'm going to chain 5. Actually, my button's kind of big, so I'm going to chain 7. Turn, go back the way I came. See how that's going to make a loop right there? I'm going to just slip stitch 1 to get the loop going. Then I'm going to single crochet back down towards the other end. So chain 1, single crochet back until you're back at the beginning again. See, I have to move my beads again, they're in the way. Here's what it looks like once you get to the end. Loop on one end. Now this was 50 chain stitches, and I have a pretty big neck and it's actually barely fitting me, so this should fit an average sized person perfectly. If you have a bigger neck like I do, maybe you should chain 60 when you start. It'll fit me. I can wear it, but the next one I'll make 60. Since I have 20 rings, I want to put one ring at the end of each fringe, and the beads just go in random spots. Wherever you feel like you need a bead, slip a bead up there. Remember, when I added on 20 beads, there is going to be one bead per fringe loop and one ring per fringe loop. So you get to decide where on that loop you want your bead. So on the first one, I chain 10, I slide the bead up, I catch it with my hook on the other side and make a chain. There, now my bead's attached, and I'm going to do 50 altogether, so I'm going to go ahead and do another. I did 10 and I want to do 15 and then put the ring. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I've chained 25 and I added one bead, and now I'm going to add one ring, so that would be 26. Alright, see how the ring is caught on there? Now I'm going to do 24 more to get back to this point. Chain 24 more. So 1, 2, 3. After I get to 50, I'm going to go back in the same hole that I started, do a slip stitch to fasten it down, and I'm done with that first fringe. It's 50 chains long, and then I just keep doing that 20 more times. So I'm going to go over one, pull up a loop, and secure it. Now I'm going to go and do my next fringe with 25, a ring, and then 25, and somewhere in there I'm going to add another bead. I'm adding my next ring, which is a spider this time, so snug it up there, chain right around it, and I'm going to do another 25 now. I've reached chain 25, and now I'm going to go back to where it started again, find that hole where it began, and do a slip stitch, pull it through, or a single crochet, which is ever easier for you, it doesn't really matter. Go to the next space, pull up another thread, and you're ready to do the next 25. Here's what it looks like so far. Remember, each fringe is 25, a ring, and then 25, with the bead added randomly in there somewhere. So here's 25, here's 25, from here to here 25, from here to here 25. And you do that 20 times. Easy peasy. Here's a quickie look about how it looks halfway through or so. Nice and fringy. If you should get to the end and find out you miscounted your beads and you need another 2 or 3, you can always pull out enough yarn from the skein to make sure you don't run out before the end. Cut it off and then add more beads from the other end. Now I'm down to the last bead, and I'm going to join it like I joined all the others in the same spot where it started. Single crochet. Now I'm just going to single crochet to the end, and then I'm going to weave in the ends and sew on a button. After you've done the last single crochet, you're going to pull the end through, cut off the end, pull that all the way through. Now you just have to weave in the ends. Take a look at your finished necklace, figure out what side you want in the front. Usually one side looks better than the other, so pick the side you want to face out, and then figure out how to sew your button on so it wraps the right way around. So I'm going to sew a button right here, and here's my button. And I'm just going to use regular sewing thread to sew on the button. Pick a color that matches. I just want you to be able to see it. I used a shank button for this, but you can use whatever button you want. You can even repurpose a button off of an old outfit you don't wear anymore. Just sew it on tight. And then the little loop goes over the button, and you're good to go. And here it is, the finished necklace. And that's lightweight, it's going to be fun to wear, and it's going to be great for those Halloween parties. Toodles!